Hello, fellow heirs. Welcome back to Weekday Wind Down with the Word, where we are reading through the book of Exodus. And today we will be reading the 26th chapter of Exodus in the NLT version. So without any further ado, let's get started. This chapter covers plans for the tabernacle. Make the tabernacle from 10 curtains of finely woven linen. Decorate the curtains with blue, purple, and scarlet thread and with skillfully embroidered cherubim. These 10 curtains must all be exactly the same size, 42 feet long and 6 feet wide. Join 5 of these curtains together to make one long curtain. Then join the other 5 into a second long curtain. Put loops of blue yarn along the edge of the last curtain in each set. The 50 loops along the edge of one curtain are to match the 50 loops along the edge of the other curtain. Then make 50 gold clasps and fasten the long curtains together with the clasps. In this way, the tabernacle will be made of one continuous piece. Make 11 curtains of goat's hair cloth to serve as a tent covering for the tabernacle. These 11 curtains must all be exactly the same size, 45 feet long and 6 feet wide. Join 5 of these curtains together to make one long curtain, and join the other 6 into a second long curtain. Allow 3 feet of material from the second set of the curtains to hang over the front of the sacred tent. Make 50 loops for one edge of each large curtain. Then make 50 bronze clasps and fasten the loops of the long curtains with the clasps. In this way, the tent covering will be made of one continuous piece. The remaining 3 feet of this tent covering will be left to hang over the back of the tabernacle. Allow 18 inches of remaining material to hang down over each side, so the tabernacle is completely covered. Complete the tent covering with a protective layer of tanned ram skins and a layer of fine goat skin leather. For the framework of the tabernacle, construct frame of acacia wood. Each frame must be 15 feet high and 27 inches wide, with 2 pegs under each frame. Make all the frames identical. Make 20 of these frames to support the curtains on the south side of the tabernacle. Also make 40 silver bases, 2 bases and under each frame, with the pegs fitting securely into the bases. For the north side of the tabernacle, make another 20 frames with their 40 silver bases, 2 bases under each frame. Make 6 frames for the rear, the west side of the tabernacle, along with 2 additional frames to reinforce the rear corner of the tabernacle. These corner frames will be matched at the bottom and firmly attached at the top with a single ring, forming a single corner unit. Make both of these corner units the same way, so there will be 8 frames at the rear of the tabernacle set in 16 silver bases, 2 bases under each frame. Make crossbars of acacia wood to link the frame, 5 crossbars for the north side of the tabernacle and 5 for the south side. Also make 5 crossbars for the rear of the tabernacle, which will face west. The middle crossbar attached halfway up the frames will run all the way from one end of the tabernacle to the other. Overlay the frames with gold and make gold rings to hold the crossbars. Overlay the crossbars with gold as well. Set up this tabernacle according to the pattern you were shown on the mountain. For the inside of the tabernacle, make a special curtain of finely woven linen. Decorate this with blue, purple, and scarlet thread and with skillfully embroidered cherubim. Hang this curtain on gold hooks attached to 4 posts of acacia wood. Overlay the posts with gold and set them in 4 silver bases. Hang the inner curtain from clasps and put the Ark of the Covenant in the room behind it. This curtain will separate the holy place from the most holy place. Then put the ark's cover, the place of atonement, on top of the ark of the covenant inside the most holy place. Place the table outside the inner curtain on the north side of the tabernacle, and place the lampstand across the room on the south side. Make another curtain for the entrance to the sacred tent. Make it of finely woven linen and embroider it with exquisite designs using blue, purple, and scarlet thread. Craft 5 posts from acacia wood, overlay them with gold, and hang the curtain from them with gold hooks. Cast 5 bronze bases for the posts. And that concludes Exodus 26 in the NLT version. And you wonder how God does not make mistakes. Read these instructions that he gives to the Israelites. They are so detailed. He is such a master creator, and that's why I know that God does not make mistakes, and that he makes each and every one of us exactly the way he wanted us. He crafted us. He I can't think of the word, but he masterly and skillfully crafted each and every one of us. I always like to say that we are all designers. We're all designer. We're all one of a kind. And God put everything in you the way he wanted. Even your characteristic. You could be kind of like a stoic person. And God made you that way for a reason. You could be nonchalant. And he can use that nonchalantness for his glory. You could be very passionate. And he'll take that passion and use it for his glory. You could be skilled with your hands, or you could be very strong, or you could be very tall, or you could be, very short, or you could your mind just pick up on things with technology, or how to put things together, or, take them apart and put things together. God made you that way, and he didn't make no mistakes. He didn't make no mistakes whether he made you male or female. He did not make any mistakes. And so if your mind is telling you that there's something wrong with you because you're one way or another, then your mind is feeding you some things that may not be true. So you have to go to the Lord in prayer and just study up on this stuff, because God doesn't make mistakes. Now, we do sin, so those things are not of God. And, there's some, maybe you're stealing. No, that's not of God. But remember, the way you are, the way God made you, there's nothing wrong with you. So if somebody's saying you're no good, you'll never amount to nothing, that is totally incorrect. You would not be here if God didn't have you here for a purpose, and he can get glory out of you. And another thing that came out in this particular chapter is that God made all of us to work together in some way, form, or fashion. All these little claps and embroidery and poles and all of these things, he made them to work together to create that temple perfectly and to his specifications. And so, same with us. We are designed to connect with other people. What attributes I don't have, somebody else has it. And I think he did it by the design so that we wouldn't be so puffed up just knowing everything and doing everything. And, that we would need to work with other people. And that also teaches us how to grow and strengthen us in our faith in God, because we have to get along with everyone. So thank you once again for listening to Weekday Wind Down with the Word. Have a blessed day. Bye.